Okay, great. So welcome everyone. Good evening. And I know most of you have already met and few have not. So we are actually, it's a mix of the crowd today. And yes, more are people would be still joining. So what we'll do is we'll start at the session. Okay. And the main agenda for this is to what network, connect with each other, know each other. Okay. So that's the main agenda. And we have been doing this kind of event not regularly, okay, like once in 3 to 4 months kind of thing. So most probably we might start from the month of say May or June end, June first week. So there would be an alternate meeting happening. Okay, this would be called as Amplify Business Network meeting. Okay, that would be on the first and third week of the month, every alternate week. So we are going to meet that. Mostly the timing would be the similar, like 7 to 8:30 or 9 maximum. Okay, and we'll be having few people who are going to organize this. So there are members who are part of Amplify core team, and also they are going to manage this and organize. So that would be on continuous basis. Okay, from the month soon. And next month, not next month, next week onwards. Okay, so we are starting the Amplify book club, which is anyone who is an author, upcoming author, are interested in reading books, are sharing about the books. Okay, so we will be having meeting on those line also. So I'll be sharing you more details. Okay, so right now what we'll do is maybe I'll invite one by one as per the what I say alphabetically as I'm going. So maybe you can take couple of minutes to share about yourself. Okay, and so maybe you can share about your name, what you do, where you're from, and what kind of training or coaching or consulting services you are taking on. Okay, so what you're looking for. Okay, so can connect. So maybe just take couple of minutes to share. Okay, so that everyone can also get connected, and also this recording will be available for future where people can get connected to you, right? Okay, so let me invite Dr. Sridharan KV from Chennai. Request every one of
Yeah,
you who are going to speak to come on camera. If you are not able to come on camera, then I recommend is to come when you are available. So that would be ideal. Okay, yes, Sridharan, go ahead.
yeah, yeah. I'm very, very good evening and excited to be part of this session, Kushal. And I'm Dr. Sridharan KV, life mastery and transformational coach to a lot of corporates. I'm a personal level coach to many corporate people and does a lot of corporate trainings. And I'm excited to be part of Amplify and getting to know a lot of people and networking, as Kushal ji said. Thanks, a special thanks to Kushal, and we know for each other for so long years, and starting point. And this Amplify connects everyone across globe. That is the speciality of Amplify. Thanks for the opportunity, Kushal. Thank you very much.
We can share a little bit about what kind of projects training you're doing and what kind of training you're
Yeah.
looking for. Connect also, so
Fine.
that
See,
people
I does all behavioral trainings in corporates and campus to corporate trainings in colleges across South India, and predominantly bank. I do a lot of banking trainings. So I'm specialized in BFSI domain and soft skills and behavioral trainings, emotional intelligence trainings to a lot of corporates, stress relieving. That is the wherever you see a lot of stress, and there are a lot more opportunities for trainers across industries, especially IT sector. They require a lot more trainers. So as an Amplify, we need to collectively, pitch a lot of training schedules and make it happen for everyone.
okay. Thank you, Dr. Sridharan. Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks very much, Kushalji.
Next we have Mr. GM Kulkarni.
Um,
Yeah.
Good morning, good evening. So you all are, able to hear me clearly, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. My name is Gopal M. Kulkarni, but shortly it is GM Kulkarni, and everybody calls me GM. So I basically hail from Karnataka and now settled in Bangalore. I did my engineering from UEC Bangalore way back in '82, and then did my industrial experience of working in Maharashtra, Pune and Bombay for almost 17 and a half years. Then moved to Middle East, worked almost around 18 years in Oman, Qatar and Dubai. My basic forte was in business development, marketing, dealer network development, contracts, and taking the orders, sales and execution. So I worked with various multinational companies outside, and in India, I worked with Kirloskar and Kirloskar Ipara, KSB in Pune and Bombay. In Bombay, I worked as general manager international marketing for DGP Windsor, for handling their African market. Then in Middle East, I worked for a trading setup for around 10 years. And then I worked for a UK-based company to start their office. I was the first employee in Qatar. I raised their business in 2 years span from 4.5 to almost $12 million, which made them to open a big office in Dubai, and I was shifted to Dubai. Later on, I joined as a director for sales and business development for an American oil and gas company joint venture in Dubai. And I did travel a lot during my process of career throughout the globe. And after that, I came to Bangalore in 2018. I did my 2 MBAs, one in international marketing in Pune, and then another one was in finance in Jamnalal Bajaj. When I was working the evening, I was doing it. Then I came back to Bangalore in 2018, and I did spend some time with my son in Canada for around 6-7 months in 2018. I basically returned from Middle East is to carry out the marriage function of my daughter, and my son also finished his education in Toronto in MBA and all. So I moved to Bangalore, and then 1 year I spent that. And in 2019, I was thinking what to do now, because I was almost 58 and a half and 59. My idea is 35 years experience, what I have in business development, marketing, international marketing and all those things. Then how to share this with the people. That's what was my idea. Then I was looking at, if I had to share it, I have to be somewhere structured. Then one day I saw Dr. Rajan's advertisement. I don't know how many of you are IITians here, but I joined in 2019 IITD for 4 months course I did. Then again, I was out for some 2-3 months to Canada and US. Now, after coming back, Corona was there, and then 2021 onwards, I started doing some trainings. So I did one industrial training in one of the small corporate company in Bangalore. Then I also do the campus to corporate kind of thing, student career development programs. With a team of IITians, we have developed a team, and we did it in Mysore University, as well as Maharani College and Bharati College in Madur. So now I want to develop it. My basic training portion is on the soft skills, behavioral skills, marketing and business development, international marketing, contracts, the terms and conditions, all those things where I have worked for long. Those are the areas where I want to take it for corporates, as well as behavioral skills for the college students, how to come into the corporate. This is where I'm doing it.
But you're in Canada, right?
I have just come to Canada for 10 days back. I want to be here for a month, and by mid-May, I'll be traveling to US. And then by mid of July, I'll be back here in Canada for a month. And then by September, I'll be back in India.
Okay, great. Thank you
for that's my background.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for sharing that.
And I'm interested in corporate training in Bangalore, maybe as a team or maybe as an individual, whatever the opportunities knock, we should encash it.
Sure, yes. Thank you. We'll
connect. Thank you.
Okay, so next I'll invite Mr. G.S. Kumar, LinkedIn coach.
Yeah. So thank you, Mr. Kushal. Good evening, everyone. This is G.S. Kumar from Bangalore. I'm a job search consultant and a LinkedIn coach. So we develop infographic resume for the mid-career and leadership profiles to get elevated on the shortlisting process. And we optimize their Naukri and LinkedIn to develop interview calls from the hidden job market. That's one. And for the business owners, we develop business leads through LinkedIn. So that's our entire process. I'm looking at people who are MSMEs or startups and other people who need leads from LinkedIn. That's my background. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So you're already doing trainings currently, online or offline? How is it like?
Two-way process happens. People who are looking at training, I do one-on-one training because I'll have to understand their industry background and other things. So that way I do one-on-one coaching. And the rest of people, they do complete outsourcing where we collect information from there and we do the optimization for them. So two-way process is also possible. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, GS Kumar. What's the
Thank
full name? GS Kumar means?
G. Senthil Kumar.
G Senthil. Yes, 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 Senthil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I have saved your number, so yeah, I need to know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I forget short names, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you for introducing. So next I'll invite our happiness coach, CK Arora ji.
Kushal ji, namaskar.
Namaste, sir.
I'm right now in my evening walk, so I'll
Okay.
just come in 10 minutes, okay? Is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
fine?
sure then. No problem.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next, can I invite our Jayalakshmi Chittur? Madam.
Namaskar, my name is Jayalakshmi and I have 38 years of work experience working in the development sector, government, donor agencies and civil society organizations across both in the Asian region as well as in Canada, having worked for various international organizations, primarily looking at how I can take my academics, the science, to society. And in the common thread among the work that I have done is to use information technology for development, and I've specialized in knowledge management. I've worked as a change management specialist in large-scale transformative programs for government, looking at how we can actually bring changes within the government, which is embarking on automation and digitization processes. In doing so, as a subject matter specialist with Wipro Consulting Services. Other than that, I freelance. I've written extensively on the domains of development and its application in society for transformation. Of particular interest is communication technologies, and for communities, it is community radio that I have a lot of experience. I'm currently in the process of writing 2 books, one of which is on coconuts as a multiple source of income and a multi-value crop, and how new startups can actually come into the fold as we are embarking on a lot of food crisis issues around the world, and how coconut could play a very important role in this. That's one book. And the second book that I'm working on is a book on birds and how do birds know which way to go. It's about bird migration. So these are 2 books which are on the side that I'm working on. I'm professionally a consultant, and I work for mostly government clients. Thank you.
Thank you for introducing. Amazing. So next I'll invite Nahid Khan. Nahid, you're there. You can.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Rest, I request everyone to please keep on mute. As I invite you, then unmute yourself and speak up. That would be better so that it will be have more clarity, because otherwise, as we are streaming on Zoom and on streaming on YouTube as well, and then the recording would be available for all the people who want to watch and connect with you. Okay, so that's the reason. Yeah, thank you. Yes, go ahead.
So thank you so much, Kushalji. You are actually very magnetic and very, I should say, inspiring. And I am getting so much attracted to you. And of course, I'm resonating with the people who are here. We are like-minded and we want to contribute, and we are all powerful coaches. So this is a good team to be there here. So I'm based currently now at UAE. It's Fujairah, the place very next to Dubai. And I'm a parenting coach, and I started, this is my 4th career. I started with Indian Army, And then I was in corporate, in insurance, at leadership position. Then I started my own venture, Smart Natives, and now, which was a kindergarten school. So then recently this relocation happened, and my signature program is ABCD of parenting, like the attention, the blocks parents have, the communication, and the addiction of mobile. So de-addiction. So it's very catchy, and I look forward to connect with everyone and whatever I can do for the group. So it would be an opportunity. And I'm learning technology from you, Kushalji. You are amazing. And the team is amazing. Thank you.
So are you already started doing the training offline, online? How is it? Like you're doing the workshops?
Yeah, see, actually, I just started monetizing from this January. And I want to share with everyone that God has been really kind. It's Ramzan now, and I'm fasting also. And that is why I requested to speak early. So yeah, I have started monetizing with 10,000, a good ticket size. And earlier I want to share with the group, I was very hesitant to even ask 500 rupees. It was like some self-esteem or some self-worth issue, like a giver kind of person doing free a lot. But now I'm seeing good people connecting. So online I'm doing it, and I'm registering my company here. So at present I'm operating from my Indian account because the registration here is like 3 lakhs. So I will do in like coming July. So I have done good programs. Like recently I am just going to this Chennai Blair Singer event. I'm in the level 3 of Pooja Puneet, and I'm very active with all the trainings, TEDs, and Dr. Meghna Dikshit. I'm in a signature program, her level 2 right now, the mastery program. So like it's a good journey, and now it's a time to just stand with each other and whatever we can do in a very different way. And Kushalji, if you can really allow me 30 seconds, people would love it. Will you allow me?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So friends, I really want to show, because life has really happened to me and it is with all of you also. So I want to show you something very beautiful. You can see the sea, you can see the mountains here. This is all manifestation, and you can see a graveyard. So why I'm stressing on the graveyard is, this is mortality motivation. It drives me, and I'm unstoppable. Ki mera energy, kuch karna hai, like that. So mortality motivation is what I want to share with the group right now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Amazing for sharing, Nahid. And yes, so it's great. Actually, you already started monetizing. That is what most important, because in this world, what we do is a lot of things. We start consuming, and then we get overwhelmed. Rather than started, what is the purpose of learning from others is we just forget about it. And we know it's our own journey, that we have so much experience, so much learning we have done. Now, how we can contribute back. Okay, so not about charging part or not charging. It is not about that actually. I always recommend is you need to charge. Don't do free service. Don't do free training, because free doesn't have value. Simple. Okay, and people who really pay, they will take the value. Okay, if you don't want to take too much money also, but charge them. Okay, and take that money and do charity if you want to. That is also possible. But at least when you charge, then people would really be serious. That's what I've seen. Yeah. So thank you, Nahid, for sharing that. Amazing. Yes. Okay, so next I'll invite our Manjunath Salem. Manjunath, you can.
Yeah, good evening, Kushalji, and good evening, entire team. My story is a little different from all other speakers who spoke till now, and definitely speakers who are going to speak after me. I am on the verge of winding up my professional life. Life in the last 3 years has taken its toll on me. There was an entrepreneurial mistake which I committed. There is a lot of major health challenges in my family, and COVID slowdown. All of them have, turned my life upside down. I don't have any problem in sharing that. And my current priorities in life is to restore peace of mind to my evening years. But the good part of my story is I have designed quite intellectual assets in form of, I'm a competent psychometric assessor and a life coach. I have designed my own basket of 8 psychometric assessments, 5 of them addressing the adult community, 3 of them addressing the student community, and 5 coaching programs, which are basically life stage related. Now I am looking at people who would prefer to co-own these intellectual assets with me. The entire knowledge transfer, the entire empowerment transfer, I'll be happy to do it. I cannot run entrepreneurship anymore. I am more compelled to be a homemaker because of family situations. No regrets. I feel bad about it, but no regrets, definitely. I would like people to come forward and know what sort of co-ownership program I offer to people, so that whatever I have created, if it reaches the masses through others, I'll be much, much more obliged. And
Maybe you can
I
little bit
will
brief
leave it,
about this.
Kushal, my mail ID and contact number. Whoever who is interested, please contact Kushalji, and we will definitely speak.
No, I understand. So what I'm asking you is, if you can brief little bit about your program, so that people can really know what kind of program you have developed, so that people can get taste of it and connect with you. Yeah.
8 psychometric assessments I have designed based on theories propagated by various human scientists. Like there is a personality profiling, which talks about with what set of likes and dislikes people are born with. Then Dr. William Martson's assessment, popularly known as DISC, which talks about how we have interpreted our life and what are the changes we have made to our life. Third assessment talks about, because of the changes that we have made, what we have actually become. Fourth is about what is my communication preference I have. Then there's a competency mapping. So these are the 5 assessments that I have done. And the 3 assessments talk about learning styles, multiple intelligence, and how do we retain and recall learning. The coaching programs talk about couple compatibility coaching, midlife crisis coaching, stress, how to overcome stress, how to develop a future, how to work for a better future for the student community, things like that. When I talk of co-ownership, my idea is to do the entire knowledge transfer. So I have prepared exclusive presentations and standard assessment reports. They are designed in such a way, anybody who goes through these reports, takes the assessment and goes through the report, will be able to write their own dashboard of strengths and challenges. They don't need very little external influence, and they can actually awaken the human scientist in them. It is written with a common person in mind, not professional trainers like you, the people here. So I have as much simplified as possible, so that ultimately our knowledge, if it reaches common man, the purpose is served.
Thank you, Manjunath. It was amazing. So you have done a lot of deep research and you have developed a program. That's good. So maybe anyone is interested, I'll connect with them. Okay, so that would be a great thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so now I'll invite Mr. Karthik. Mr. Karthik, you're there? Can unmute?
Yes,
go ahead.
Kushal. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, my name is Karthik Kaliya. So I'm basically come from a technical background. I'm MTech graduate. So I have 15 years of IT experience, and I turned into trainer and coach from 2020. Okay, I'd been attending multiple webinars. I've been following few mentors, whoever is leading in the training industry. But as of now, I'm delivering the corporate training by attaching with the leading training companies. That includes the corporate training, includes the freshers training, and also the middle level, senior level management training that who needs a technology training. So the core specialized area is on cloud computing, data analytics, business intelligence. So those are all the technical expertise I have. I do deliver the training on the same. But I never chose the path as a independent trainer, like as a coach, like personal branding. I have not created it. Okay, but I'm in the process of doing that.
Okay. So you're based out of Karthik, from which place?
Yeah, I'm based out of Chennai.
Chennai, okay. And so you also do the Java and all those training, or only whatever you just said?
No, I am more specialized and focused on data platform technology training.
Okay.
Okay. So that
So
is my
you're
core specialized
associated with
area.
any particular? No, you're working with particular corporate, or you work with various corporates, like get example, like a lot of people, what they do, they get empaneled with one particular company and then they only train that company employees. Okay.
No, it is not like that. I attach with some the training the companies like IIST, Koenig, and they are the training providers to the corporates and individuals. So I have been attached with them as like a freelancer or like a contract basis, and they'll be giving assignments. I'll be delivering to them. And also the milestone what I have is that I am developing a own website, the platform driven website, where I will load all. I'm not covering entire the IT space. Okay, I'm more specialized on data related technologies. Okay, so I'm launching my course, the platform called Skill Scholar. Okay, I'm launching my platform, and I have I'm connecting some of the trainers, and I'm creating the platform for the learners to come and learn data related technologies that includes AI, machine learning, analytics, and those stuffs. So that is my the plan as well. So that I'm traveling now.
Great, Karthik. Amazing. So that's actually a huge need now. It's huge demand actually. Okay, so great. Keep up that. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Thank you. So next, can I invite Dr. Litraviano Divox? If you are there, you're on mute. Okay. So next I'll invite Mr. Kamlesh Pandey.
Yeah, good evening to everyone. I'm Kamlesh Kumar Pandey, based in Mumbai. I'm retired from Adani Electricity Mumbai after working for 37 years in different leadership roles. And after that, I have completed my trainer's course from IITD. And now I'm into leadership training. Thank you.
Okay, so what kind of leadership training you're doing? Maybe if we can brief so that people
interpersonal relationship. Pardon, sir?
So if you can brief little bit, people can get connected with you, I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm actually into internship relationship training and work-life balance, and such type of leadership roles, leadership training I'm giving.
Okay. Thank you, Kamlesh. Amazing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. So next I'll invite Kusum Shah, then I'll invite Muskan Samtani. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Always like to connect on this platform.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure. So I am a Parent-Teen Connect expert. So when I say Parent-Teen Connect expert, what I really mean is I help the parents connect with their teens, resolving the unsaid conflicts. And the tools I use is NLP parenting. So I call this NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Program Parenting as well, because 80% tools I use from NLP and 20% is the theory. Because there's too much of gyan everywhere, and I myself don't like to hear too much of gyan. I really want the practical tools. So that's why I thought of NLP parenting. And apart from that, meditation and deep connection techniques. Deep connection is my company name, Deep Connection. I have registered it. And mostly the techniques are very different. I'm a mom of 2 teens, and I myself was a struggling parent first. So I know the pain points of the parents, what exactly they go through, what all they have been suffering from, what exactly, how to handhold them. And I'm an author of the series Deep Connection, which is on parenting, and author of the story Leaving the Paradise, which is related to an old mom of a Himalayan village called Chopta, and her son who got stuck in his village during COVID, and he had come from New York. My clients are from Spain, San Francisco, Vancouver, Canada, Korea, and various parts of India. I conduct WhatsApp 3-day sessions and have level 1, level 2, and level 3 program for my course. Apart from that, mostly I do one-on-one as well, and I love to do this work. I never knew I could ever be a parenting coach because I was a struggling parent myself. But thanks to Thaddeus Lawrence, my mentor, who helped me get to the right niche. Initially, I was wanting to become, just a minute, I can't see. Okay, so initially I wanted to become a positive mindset coach because I'm a very positive person by nature. But then I realized that whenever people would come to me, they would be a little negative, and I would inside my heart, I would literally judge them for such small things. How can they feel like this and that? And then I realized, no, this is not going to work, because I was always good at being positive. Then Thaddeus told me, you have to work on something you have been struggling yourself. Your pain point is where you can really help people come out. And then I realized this. So it was beautiful. Yeah.
And when did you start this actually?
So it's been since 2 years I am doing this, but now just if you talk about deep connection, then definitely 1 year.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Siddharth Rajshekhar, Pooja Puneet, these are also my mentors.
Okay, great. Great to know, sharing about you. And yes, so anyone is interested would get connected with you, because any of the recording will also be available and people will get connected with you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so next I'll invite Muskan.
Hello.
Yep.
Good evening. Good to be back here and to see everyone again. So some of you may know this, but for those that don't, I am a lifestyle and wellness coach. I'm on a mission to actually inspire busy moms and dads around the world with simple, healthy, active lifestyle habits. So I'm a mother of 2 little ones, and I was born in India, actually, partially grew up there. Then I migrated to Canada. And finally, I'm here in Hong Kong now for the past 10 years. So I say this with a lot of humility and gratitude that I've had the opportunity to transform, many lives with my team of coaches. This includes individuals and families from India, from Hong Kong, from Australia, from Canada, and many more, virtually through simple changes and easily incorporated lifestyle routines. So why I do this, I want to share a little bit about my story. So I wasn't born, athletic or mildly physically strong, like many in the business, actually. For me, it was quite the opposite, in fact. Good health was something always far beyond my reach ever since I was a child. I struggled with several chronic illnesses growing up, and couple that with age and pregnancies, I was left with a person, I just didn't recognize. So, I refuse to accept this as my reality, because I'm very passionate about so many things, and on a soul level, I'm a go-getter. I love learning. I do a lot of community work here in Hong Kong. I sit on the board of many organizations. So I just didn't want this physical and mental self that were sort of restricting me from doing the things that I wanted to do. So I finally wanted to put that to an end after I gave birth to my second child in 2020. So I finally came across this philosophy of healthy, active lifestyle, where I learned about holistic coaching and focusing on 80% on food, 20% on fitness, and 100% on mindset. And that truly, truly has transformed my health. So I'm now back to doing outdoor sports and running several projects, and I support my husband in his ventures. So I'm really happy to share that I do this 10 days lean and tone program with my team of coaches. And there, on average, people, all my clients have lost between 2 to 4 kilos very healthily without skipping meals or doing any kinds of fats and things like that. So I'll be happy to offer this, to everyone here, and get in touch with me to have a conversation. And, don't put your health on the back burner. It catches up with you. So, put your concerns in front of a coach and discuss them and, work on them. That's all I'd like to say. Thank you.
Thank you. And so you are doing along with for adults, children's, any specific age group you are doing? It's
So
like how is it?
focus is mostly on busy moms and dads, because obviously, like, they are the ones who are taken over by life, most easily, especially in our hectic lifestyles right now, which is what I experienced as well. Once kids come in the picture, it's very hard to look after our own health. In fact, I'm training a 55-year-old right now who's never actually looked at her meals ever in her life, because she never had the time. It was all about the kids eating right, the family eating right. So we we do really forget about ourselves in the picture. And now she's just finally learning how to take care of herself. And it's been a very deeply moving process for her. So it's not just about losing weight. It's really about connecting with yourself again, which all of us forget in the process of our work life and our passions. It's all important. But when you have somebody just nudging you and telling you that, listen, have you had your water today? Have you had your good sleep today? Have you had, some time to yourself today? And you get that reminder constantly, you start to really look at life from a different angle. So it's really not just about weight loss. It's really about taking care of yourself, which is what my focus is.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Amazing. So yes, those who are interested will get connected with you soon. Okay. Or maybe they can, so we'll have ongoingly event happening. Okay. So that would be great. See, this meeting purpose is mainly to collaborate, okay, connect with other trainers. Okay. It's not like, that's the reason I said networking session. This is connecting session. Okay. Now you might be thinking why we as a coach trainer here coming and sharing about ourselves. Okay. We don't have any clients here, but actually they are the great connects for you to get the right clients. Okay. Maybe like someone need someone is working in a corporate and they need the coach for wellness coach for maybe for a health segment, right? So they can approach you. So likewise, I'm just saying, I'm giving you an example, but it's a great way of connecting. Okay. So that's the reason why we are doing this exercise, to know each other in detail. Okay. So thank you, Muskan, for sharing that. And next I'll invite happiness coach CK Arora ji. If you are back from walk, then you can share.
Thank you very much, Kushal, for having the patience, and thanks for inviting me again. So my name is CK Arora, and CK stands for Cheer Keeper. Okay. So it's my job to make everybody laugh. So I keep on cracking some little bit jokes here and there. I started my career 40 years ago, and first 20 years I was into IT. And when I was at the peak of my career, as a CTO, Chief Technology Officer, I thought that I have done enough of information technology. It's time to learn human technology. Okay. So I enrolled myself for a lot of courses like NLP practitioner program, EFT, the journey, and the ICF. So I now have the technology to deal with the human beings. So what I do is I was earlier doing business coaching, but then I found that everybody is also catching the same line. So I wanted to differentiate myself. So I became a coach in cryptocurrency. I invested a lot of my own money into cryptocurrency, and I made $3.3 million. And one fine day, I lost all of my wealth. It became big zero. So that's very interesting. I'm laughing at it right now, but it happened on 1st of December 2017. And I was in shock because that was my entire wealth. I had invested everything. The property and the PF and the FDs and the recurring deposit, every kind of investment I had, stock market and everything. I was investing into Bitcoin because I was making good money. But then after losing everything, I was in a shock because I thought that my reputation is at stake. How can I have the power to coach others and train others if I have lost wealth myself? On what grounds I should train others? So so I thought I have lost the credibility. So 6 months I did not speak to anybody. I locked myself in a bedroom, and I didn't know what to do. But slowly, when I was thinking of what courses I have done, I opened all my notes. I have done a lot of workshops. I have invested about 60-70 lakh on myself. Doing a lot of courses nationally, internationally. Including our Singapore. Two visits to Singapore and one to Vietnam, learning from the best of the best in Tony Robbins and Blair Singer and whatnot. So I thought, let me open the notes. And as I was going through notes, new ideas started coming in. And I started cheering myself up, and some of the tools that I was, browsing, some of them worked, some of them did not, some of them worked like magic, so I was taking notes and I was applying all those things on myself. And within 6 months, I was back in form and shape, back to my original self. And that's when people started noticing me. He said, CK, where have you been? What are you doing now? You look very happy. I told them the story and they said, yeah, after losing $3.3 million, you are still happy. You should call yourself as happiness coach. You should call yourself as laughter coach because you laugh very well. So I thought, yeah, if the customers and the market is pointing me in a direction, why not? So that was the day when I started calling myself. It was exactly on 16th of September 2020, when I was 60-year-old. So that was my rebirth, people retire at 60. I started my new life at 60 and started calling myself as happiness coach. And after about 1.5 years, I've developed a lot of courses like Laugh Lines, Laughter at Workplace, Happiness Blueprint, and Rise and Shine. A lot of courses I've developed, and also I do one-on-one coaching and group coaching and mentoring. So that's about me. Thank you very much.
Also, you have launched your book, right? So you
yes,
can share
I've launched 2 books actually. Yeah, one of them is called Laugh Lines. The other one is Unmasking Self, which is co-authored.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you for sharing that journey. And so what kind of workshop? Are you working with children? You're working with adults? You're working only for corporates? How is it like? Are you also do the open workshops?
Yes, so I am right now doing B2C in the B2C area, so business to consumer. But I am open to, if anybody can give me a connect with the corporate, I would be delighted, because that is where the maximum pain is, because if you are having lack of happiness in a workplace, that shows up in the performance, that shows up in the absenteeism, that shows up in the retention rate. So there are organization suffers a lot if the people are not happy. And conversely, if people are happy, then the organization is going to take a big boost in their profits and their revenues and their employee retention, and it will be lowering the absenteeism, and people will be more engaged. So people will not like to go home; they will like to work at the workplace. If we are creating that environment of bonding and and happiness at workplace. So that is my key goal for this year. So if anybody has any connects in the corporate, I will be happy to appoint them as my, I would say affiliates, So that is the model I'm working on. So it should be win-win thing for everybody who's involved.
Thank you for sharing that. And yes, people, those who are really interested would get connect. And as we'll be having a session again, mostly from June, it would be on a regular basis. Okay, first week and third week of the month, we are going to meet. So only thing is the day we have not yet finalized whether it should be on Wednesday or Friday. So that would be free. So we'll keep it on a weekday, not on the Saturday, Sundays, because a lot of trainings would happen. Maybe some other engagement would be there. So I thought only for business related, we'll have a meeting on first and third week on a Wednesday or Friday. Okay, that is one. Second thing is, as I was saying about the Bangalore Book Club, right? It has been converted to Amplify Book Club, which will be happening on second and fourth Saturday. So we'll be sharing you more details where it will be again good connect for every one of you. Okay. Yeah. So thank you, CK Arora for sharing that journey. Amazing. Okay. And yes. So I would like to now invite Raja Chokalingam, and then we'll have Satyapal to share. Yes, Mr. Raja.
I think Wednesdays will be better, I think, because on Fridays people are in the weekend mode.
Again, it's a weekend. Yeah, the weekend starts. Now, I am speculating for Wednesdays, but there are people who want to run the show, because I'm not going to run the show. I'll be just starting maybe a couple of meetings, and then Amplify members, they will have to run it. So that's how I'm just creating it. So I'm looking at their availability as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Raja. You're there?
You're not audible, sir.
Not audible, not able to hear you. Can you just remove the head plug? And
Yeah. Am I audible now? I'm audible now. So mic is also not working with me because my voice is so loud. I thought, okay, I would use this mic headphones to reduce the volume. But I think my mic also doesn't like my mic also. So my voice is predominant then. I'm also a happiness coach. I mean, in fact, I also resonate with our Arora sir. I really appreciate him for after bouncing back after 60 years. That is great, actually. That is the way we have to bounce back because life is a lesson, it's a journey. We have to go through that. Everybody has got to go through that. There's no escape in life. Everybody has to go. Some people go in the early stages, some people in the middle age, some people at the end. But still, the bouncing back is most important. So my name is Raja Chukkalingam. I'm based in Bangalore. I'm author. That book, $1 Million Life, which is my poster behind. So that is my book, which is available on Amazon. I'm an entrepreneur coach. I got a company. My two sons are also working. I got two engineering children. So they are looking after my company, Height Source, which is based in Bangalore. We are into solar power panel installation and maintenance. So that we are into Bangalore. In Bangalore, we are doing that company. It's a LLP, limited liability company. That is LLP. Huh? So about me, actually, I am an entrepreneur coach. Why I became an entrepreneur coach is a big question, actually. Because my two sons, after completing their engineering, they were struggling to get a job. You know now, we spend as a parent, we spend lakhs of rupees on our children to get them educated. Unfortunately, when they are going in for a job, they are made unfit for the job. And at that particular age, when they are about to earn money, if they are not able to make money, then it has become a very precarious condition for the children to move ahead. And nowadays, our artificial intelligence is coming, robotics is happening. So future jobs are going to be very rare. And if you are still suggesting our children to get into job, you get into a good education, get degrees, get PhDs. No PhDs has got value today. It's only a doctorate you put in front of it and we can boast about it. But unfortunately, when you go for a job, they are not getting the recognition. And they are paid unpaid. They are paid very less than what they are eligible for. And I believe that entrepreneurship is a birthright if you believe in your unlimited potential. God has given us that power. He has given us. We are unique. We have got that capacity. We have got that capability. God has given each and every one of us, but we are not realizing. We are only at the mercy of somebody. We make somebody a boss, and we think that only he can sustain us. So I'm very much against that. After my children's predicament, I really felt very sorry about it. I thought, no, at least my next generation, they should stand on their own legs. That is my policy. At least my children have struggled. Now I have started a company. It is running. They are doing good. So what is it's all again a mindset problem. We all think about the education, business means loss. No, see, even in employment also, you got that they will lay you off anytime they can. You are at the mercy of somebody. The same thing happens in business also. If you can take calculated risk and you can get into business and do it in a proper way, it is going to be successful. You will have challenges. Yeah, both the ways you will have challenges. But that is my. So I have started this company called Entrepreneurship Growth Mastery, wherein it's an online course. I am a Siddharth Rajshekar's diamond member, and I am also into Rajiv Stalrejas. I am a train the trainer program I have done. IITD. I am also an IITDN. I completed certification also. So based on that, I want to motivate. It's not mainly for money making, because by God's grace I am by God's grace God has given me everything. But at least I want to motivate and inspire people and see that at least the next generation do not fall into this education system wherein they only depend upon the education and they don't depend upon their self. They don't have the self-love and self-respect, self-esteem. If you don't cultivate that, automatically you will be at the mercy of somebody. Once you fix your mindset that yes, I can do it, aham brahmasmi, I got the capacity, I can do it, then automatically nobody, even God cannot stop you from doing anything. But unfortunately, we don't come to that conclusion. We don't come to that level of understanding. because we don't believe in ourselves. We don't self-allow ourselves. So that is my journey of entrepreneurship growth mastery. It's an online course I'm propagating, and I want to help the people to upskill and upgrade to the next level of existence. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Raja, for sharing that. Amazing. Okay, so next I'll invite Mr. Satya Paul. You can unmute yourself.
Yes, yes. I am Satya Paul. I am basically from the Ghaziabad in UP. I am retired from the bank service after 38 years. I have a vast knowledge of banking, but no knowledge about the finance or basically share markets. After retire, I am sitting lazy. I have no work. So therefore, I think that I should be join your class. I want to learn something about the share markets and other things. That is the reason to attend your class.
Okay. No, we have few coaches who are on to stock market trading and all. Maybe I can connect you over there where you can learn from them, and then you create your own program. So that is what I always recommend. Okay, you need to learn from the experts, but you need to create your own because you have so much experience from your banking segment, and which could really
I
help.
have a vast experience in the banking sector, but this is the market segment. I am very poor knowledge.
Okay, no, but still, if you know, there are organizations who are looking for trainers for banking employees because the employees who join, okay, they need training. Okay, and then there are few employees who are already existing with the companies. They want to get into next level. So there are always a demand for banking trainings. Maybe if you want to look into that, you can. But if you have an interest into share market, yes, then you can look into who are providing the good share market training, get into the in depth of it, and then you can create your own programs. So that is also possible. Yeah. So maybe so maybe we can have a separate conversation on that, and maybe we'll connect separately and share with you. Okay, and yes, we have a couple of people who are into who are from I'm talking about from Bangalore. We have a couple of people who are doing training regularly to the banking segment, and they keep looking for the trainers actually. So maybe I can connect over to them if you are looking to get connected for the banking trainings. Okay?
You please connect them.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so next
thank you.
Yeah. Okay,
thank
so
you.
Next
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Next, I'll invite Mr. Prakash Badera ji. And then we have Dr. S. Sri Ranjani. Then we have Dr. Deox. If you are there, you can also introduce. Yeah.
Good evening, Kushalji, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah. The way you are conducted the World Transformation Day for 4 days, it's very exemplary, actually. I should know what sir I do to thank you, sir. You've done in an amazing way, actually. It was a grand success, and people really enjoyed a lot of learnings. It was good. And it's a tremendous successful.
But we were missing you as a speaker.
Yeah. And to introduce myself, I am Prakash Chand Badera, and we are running jewelry chains, jewelry showrooms chain. We got right now, we have Bangalore, we got 5 showrooms in Bangalore, and obviously joint family, and good business everywhere, and all the showrooms are running very well. And that's all, nothing else to share actually. I'm into the business actually, business mainly. Thank you so much, sir. Kushalji, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. Yes, Mr.
Kushalji, can I have one question to sir, Badera sir?
You can.
Yeah.
सर आपके पीछे बहुत खूबसूरत बुक्स है, थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में जरा बताइए ना. Besides the business of jewelry shops, please.
Yeah, I am a voracious reader of a lot of books. I read actually on the religious and the spiritual and meditation and motivational books. This is my hobby actually. I read quite a lot actually. So I keep on spending a lot of time on learning, actually. That is my hobby, actually, reading. I enjoy reading. That's my hobby.
Kushalji, why don't you share about the book circle that you have?
Yeah, that's what I was sharing. So we will have the first meeting happening on next Saturday, coming Saturday, related to books, and we'll be also inviting few of the authors. But authors, what we have planned is we'll have maybe a couple of authors doing an interview session also. What made them to write the book? What is the pattern? And know what are the challenges they face while writing the book? Okay, what may know what is the really intention of writing and all those stuff. So there are a lot of things. Okay, and as we already have a group of more than 5,000 members, okay, of Bangalore Book Club, so we will be inviting from them to come forward and also run the show. Okay, we will have debate, we'll have discussion, and also author interviews. So various things would be there. A different format what we have been organizing offline, but yes, online there are format will have little change. So mostly we will be seeing that coming from Saturday onwards. So next Saturday is 4th Saturday, and it will continue. Second Saturday, 4th Saturday. So alternate week meeting would be there on 7 to 8:30 same time. Yeah. So we'll be sharing you. We will be sending you the message to everyone again. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for asking for that. Yes. Okay, so who has not introduced, I request you to kindly introduce yourself. We have Dr. Sri Ranjani and yes, Dr. Devox. Okay, great.
Yes, a pleasant good evening. I'm from the Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas. Yes. It's 10:27 over here. From Commonwealth to the Bahamas. I'm an educator at the Anglican Central Education Authority at St. Anne's School. I teach social studies, tourism and hospitality studies, and religious studies. You know, which is very, very important. And I went to the University of the Bahamas, which is very, very good. I also study education. I also study law and criminal justice. The Bahamas has a population of 300,000 people. The main industry over here is tourism. And so we've taken a hit with COVID-19, but we're bouncing back shortly and tourists are coming again. There's a lot of educators in the Bahamas, and we have a lot of foreign investors as well, Chinese, Japanese. We have a lot of Filipinos in the Bahamas as well, and a lot of Indians as well, and a lot of Jamaicans as well. So our population is steadily increasing. It's very, very good to be here. And this is an excellent format and platform as well. I do special tutoring in classes in a number of subjects, including science, arithmetic, and language, and mathematics. I'm a part of several international organizations, Global Education Network, a School Alliance, and the World Education and Teachers Forum as well, and the Global Educators Forum. So this platform is very, very good and extremely important. So I'm extremely happy to be here. Yes.
Amazing.
No problem.
Thank you for joining. Yes, it's really nice to connect with you. And
Yes.
yeah. So you are already associated with the schools or education where you are already providing the education. Are you also along with that you are doing freelance also? Like, how is it?
Yes. We do that here as well. We do those programs here as well, working with conjunction with other countries as well, including the United States of America and United Kingdom. Yes. No problem. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for introducing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Nice to
Thank
connect
you.
with you.
You too.
Okay. Who else has joined recently? Maybe I'm just seeing the names. Okay. We have Amarnath here. Yes, Amarnath, you can also introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. I'm Amarnath. I am from Global Gateways. Since 24 years, I am consultant, career abroad consultant. I do visa. I'm a career abroad consultant, means work abroad consultant, immigration consultant. Please refer me graduates having 2 years of work experience or master's degree holders having 1 year of experience for working abroad opportunities. We are also having type with more than 700 universities. We do absolutely free consultation for the study abroad in countries like UK, USA, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Europe, and all these countries. We do absolutely free consultation. We assist for the career counseling, scholarship, discounts, and post-study visa services, bank loan, post-study services. That is until student get the job and settle down. We also do visa services. We are known as a refusal visa consultant. Whole world people contact us whose visas are already refused, like a dependent visa refuse, student visa refuse, business visa, the investor visa, all these types of visas also we do. I'm Amarnath. We are situated in Bangalore, right opposite to Shantinagar bus stand. Our website is globalgateways.co.in. Kindly contact me for any of the requirements and refer your people. I'm very happy to associate with Amplefy and Kushal Raj. Kushal is always inspiring and conducting something to do add value to everyone. I'm really happy with this team.
Thank you. Thank you. You also have started some coaching training, right, for the immigrants?
No, we do coaching of IELTS. We do IELTS. We have got one world's best IELTS program where they have got three Australian 17 years experience Australian examiners. They have started they are doing the online IELTS training program. So we have got on and it has got 60 mock tests. So many people who are not able to score 8,777 desired scores for the universities, by taking these 6 mock tests, they are able to get this desired scores. It's a wonderful training program we have. Yes.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, Amarnath, for sharing that.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So we have okay, Sudha Singh. Sudha Singh, can you introduce yourself? Maybe share about a little bit about yourself. Yeah. You're on mute, maybe.
I was a teacher coach in the United States and got my training from Columbia and Howard. And I was training new teachers in the school district of Philadelphia. But when my mother got sick, I left my job and came to India. And because of the pandemic, I've not gone back to the US yet. So that's what I do. I train new teachers and sit in their classes, ask them what kind of issues.
Okay, I think it's a network issue. We are not able to hear you properly. Okay. Just check internet from your side.
Just give me a second.
Yep.
I am connected, but I do not know what the issue is on my end.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead then.
So
I'm able to hear properly.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
So basically, I train teachers, and like that also included sitting in the special ed classes, math classes, English classes, and then I was also teaching the master's level courses in education psychology as an adjunct faculty in Rosemont College.
Okay.
And I was an English teacher also. And was a teacher in the School of the Future related to Bill Gates.
Okay,
that's what
great.
my background is. And I have like 3 degrees that I took from the US. And I've been a teacher and a trainer for over 40 plus years. And I would like to basically want to share some of my knowledge in the Indian diaspora, because I think the way our education system is going, it needs a lot of remediation. And I have started teaching the underprivileged children in my neighborhood. I teach them for free. And for the first 5 years, I've called it Jag Uttam Vidyapit, and it's free. And it's basically all-round education based on the Norwegian way of training children. Like, begin at the very basic, there's no curriculum as such. Try to expose them to everything. Like my kids learn dancing, they do yoga, they do singing, they do math, they do English writing that I emphasize on, that regardless of the tech age, they should know how to write, and cursive writing is what I stress on. And then teaching them geography and talk to them about having religious tolerance, how to live together, because I live in a mixed neighborhood where there's Muslims and Hindus that coexist very beautifully. They're each watching and celebrating each other's festival. So teaching them these kind of skills, like how to be a good world citizen.
Wow.
Because
Awesome.
it has to be different. It cannot be just a fixed curriculum. Like my kids that are ranging from 2 years to the age of 8 and 9, they know the continents, they know the oceans, they know the map of the world, they know syllables, phonics. I'm teaching them phonetics, then through flashcards, stuff like that.
Yeah. Great. Amazing. So you're doing great job. And yes, so we can extend, you can connect with other people and collaborate, where like whatever you're doing, okay, you can expand that actually. Okay, so same line, so same wavelength, who has a same thing, who are already thinking into the similar line, okay, you can connect with them. And there are people who really want to contribute and volunteer for this. Okay, maybe you can get connected with them as well, and you can expand the horizon of educating the street children and all, because it's a need of the right now. And yes, if you have seen about the World Transformation Day, we had one of the organizations from Delhi who is doing ongoingly. Okay, and we from the WTO, they have associated with them, and what they do is they give them the fund so that they can educate more and more children, maybe teaching them the attitudes, aptitude, and then a lot of
No,
things.
this
Okay.
all is going to come gradually, because see, it has to begin with basic principles of teaching them how to be kind. I said, you've got to learn to be kind to each other. You cannot be indifferent to what is happening across the globe. These are issues that need to be told and addressed at a very early age, because I've been educated at the convent in India. And then for my higher education, I spent like 35, 40 years over there. So the thing is, they've got to be told that running away from the country is not the criteria of goodness, or wealth is not everything. What do you have to do to become a better human being and be more aware of what's happening globally? And not be indifferent and turn a deaf ear to what's happening, because so long as it does not affect me, I should just turn a deaf ear. Because each one of us is affected by what is happening. It's unfortunate that we are not aware.
And you're teaching the teachers, like, is it like you're
Yeah, I
doing
can train teachers, like I offered at my alma mater. I said, I'm willing to train your teachers, because they told me that they were being taught English was incomprehensible and they were not happy with it. So I said, I'm willing to help you guys, because it's my alma mater. So for my alma mater, I'll do it for free, and I am associated with my school. In fact, when I was coming back from America to India, I said, I have tons of books, but I have purchased them, but I would not like to pay for them for the cartridge also. I'm willing to give you my stuff, but you pay for the cartridge. I shouldn't pay for it, because I'm giving them to you free.
Amazing, yeah. And you are from which city, Sudhaji?
I'm from Lucknow, but at the moment
Lucknow.
I'm in Bangalore. I'm
Bangalore.
based in Lucknow, but in the United States, I was in a suburb of Philadelphia called Bryn Mawr.
Okay.
And I'm associated with the school district of Philadelphia.
Okay, amazing.
And I've been an English as a second language teacher also. So I had teachers from South America, Asia, China, everywhere. And how I tried making them comprehend was, I said, put your language on one side, see the parallels, and try. You already have the prior knowledge. What you are aiming to do is assimilate that knowledge, and you already have it. Just translate it into another language. You can do it. And I bought dictionaries in different languages. Like I had Vietnamese, I had French, I had Spanish, all these dictionaries with photographs so that they could translate and understand.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so now I'll just open the group. Okay, so if you have any questions to anyone, okay, you can ask that. And so let it be more, what do you say, more productive, informative, okay, for everyone. That's what I'm looking at. So if you have any questions, it could be something which is, you might be thinking, okay, whether should I ask or not, will it be useful or not? So don't worry about that. So just go ahead and ask some question which is you feel that it's need of the hour, or maybe you're thinking, okay, what right now, what is the future of maybe training, coaching, business? I know it's a great future available right now. Only thing is people, we need more coaches, more trainers now. Okay, that's what I can say. Okay, and yes, so you can have the discussion and debate kind of thing if you feel like maybe next 10 minutes we can do that. Okay, as we have great time. Yeah, so next 15 minutes and then we'll wind it up. Yes, so any questions? Who would like to go first? Okay.
Yeah, so we want to know Sudhaji's contact details so that I can link her up with a few people.
Yes, we'll be sharing in the chat. We'll ask her to put in the chat.
Yes, singedu@gmail.com.
Can you please punch it in the?
Sure can. Just give me a moment.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions? Okay, so I'll ask one question now. Okay, now, how many of you think are becoming a trainer, mentor, coach, you need to spend too much time, or you must need to be expert? Okay, then only you can be a trainer or a coach. Is there any version of that? Like any thinking on that part? Because we have seen, right, a lot of people who goes on YouTube, we have seen the young chap, okay, maybe just 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old, and he talks about share market. Okay, so, and he's still studying, right? So do you take the advice from that person? Let's listen. So what is the answer for that?
So can I give it a try?
Never, we cannot take from youngsters, we cannot take that advice because, wisdom is something which comes only by age and experience. A 20 years fellow is talking about share market. How can we accept it? Okay, now our coach, happiness coach, Mr. Arora is there. At 60th year, he has failed. And again, he's bounced back. So it's an experience, it's a wisdom. Experience comes only by age, actually. The 16 years age, 18 years people, if they speak something like that, it is very difficult to accept it in the normal sense. In fact, I will never accept it. It should come from an experienced person. That wisdom should come only from an experienced person. Okay, talking everything we can say, I can say everything I know. But whether I experience that, only I can speak. When I'm experienced, only I can speak. If I'm speaking about my children, I've done it. It is my experience. It has given a bad experience to me. I made that successful. So I got the right to speak. You should have the right to speak or something. Just like that, because you have got the knowledge, if you speak, I don't think people will accept it. In general terms, I don't think it will accept. But if they have proved something like wherein they have really made some excess of money and then by luck somebody might have got, then such a situation we can take into consideration depending upon their achievements, not otherwise.
Thank you. Yes, Jay Lakshmi. Go ahead.
Yeah, age is no barrier to learn, number one. Number two, you don't need to be so tech savvy to be really becoming a coach. You can really jump into it. If you've been doing face-to-face, whatever services, you can consider looking at, small things like starting off WhatsApp groups or Telegram groups and start delivering. And eventually you can build up into, recurrent sources of revenue by actually building courses that can be delivered. And surely we can learn from young people who are maybe smarter than us in using some of these technologies. So for me, that's not necessarily a barrier. Maybe in the example of a, share market business is not that, I mean, it's not an unscientific thing. It's quite a scientific domain. But certainly tools and technologies are something that we can learn from youngsters.
The reason why I'm asking you is because you see right now, YouTube is flooded with the information. Okay, it's flooded. Now, the reason why people are getting on the YouTube is because YouTube give the payment. Okay, there's a monetizing of the videos happen, right? So a lot of people, what they do is they just copycat kind of thing. They do is get the information from somewhere, just put it on the YouTube, okay, and then they like to monetize. That's the only thing. But we also see that there's a two parts here. Okay, one is maybe we think from the educative or informative purpose. Okay, is it right or wrong? Okay, no one will go into researching, doing, and someone follows something wrong advices or guidance, which can really maybe a challenge for future, right? So I'm looking at that angle because now there are, if you see even the reading books, right? A lot of people read very specific books are from the specific authors. Okay, not everyone would read all the books available, or maybe there are even if you see there are getting books published. Okay, even if you see in Amazon, millions of books are there. Okay, out of that maybe 60-70% are genuine, 30% are fake. They just create a PDF, okay, with some information, copy paste, just put it, create a book and upload it, and only thing they look at is monetizing, I'm saying. So I'm coming from that angle, is this way of monetizing is good way or not? Because we know as a trainer, mentor, coach, we have gone through our journey. We want to be whatever we have learned from our experience and from our journey, or from the mentors, okay, are the coaches, trainers, and then we applied in our life, and then we are training or coaching. Okay, but there are industry where people are just saying, okay, you can make this money quickly, and this is quick money scheme kind of thing now happening in this scenario. So what do you see from that perspective? I'm saying. Yes, Jay Lakshmi, you can unmute yourself.
You see, I have been commissioned author. So I have done works for Government of India, for United Nations, and I'm hired as an individual. I carry no brand, I carry no company, and yet I'm commissioned. Now, if I'm commissioned and I have been able to service, it means there is a value to my work. There is a quality that speaks. And I believe that when I go into a commercial publishing, which I'm going to do with my 2 current books, I believe I need to know the business of marketing it. Business of book marketing is different from a commission book, which is done for a specific author, for a company or an agency. I believe similar exercises and mentors exist who can train you to take the pathway. And even if really you put something in Amazon, it doesn't mean it will sell. You need to do a whole lot of other work besides publishing the book. You need to launch your book, you need to network, you need to go into the whole business of reaching out, getting book reviews done, getting book launch events done. So it's basically, it's about using digital technologies for effective marketing before things get monetized. And this YouTube storytelling, I think there are millions and millions of content, but there are a few people who are influencers and who have built up their credibility with the quality content. So nowhere can you compromise on quality. I believe that's a strong baseline of whether you're a coach or you're a trainer or you are reaching out using multiple digital medium. Your quality has to speak, for sure.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
The thing is, during Corona, as Corona started, I had a return ticket to go back to the US. I took a conscious decision not to go. I'm a single woman, and I was very hesitant to go back when the situation got out of hand. But my immediate concern was the young kids who were going through a living hell. And I did ask somebody over there, I said, can I reach out to the kids in some way globally, that if they want to talk to someone, because I have training in that area, I've been a counselor also, that if they want to talk to someone, they should have the option. Like I never thought in terms of money, because it was at this, like, not to say that money does not matter, it does to a degree, but there has to be some level of humanity where you want to reach out to people that do not have options in front of them and provide them with the help and assistance. So you're taking a chance that at odd hours, if there was a very troubled kid in my class, I would tell them, you can call me at any time rather than doing drugs. Please don't do it. I will answer the phone. Because there has to be some direct communication. And I was not able to do that. And that hurt me a lot because I did want to. That's why I started with the children in my neighborhood. They talk to me. You can talk to me. There should be something like this in India too. Yeah. Because rather than a paid thing, that what do you think about it, Jay Lakshmi? Ji, aap bataiye. You tell me. I'm just throwing out an idea that
I think it's a fabulous idea that if you have the opportunity to give and you have the outreach, if you already have an outreach mechanism, it's great. But if you do not, then you are basically, I mean, in my view, and this is just my view of using IT for development, that is, how do you create your network of people beyond what you already know or you're already connected to? So, for example, Kusum has been working with teenage children and parents. And definitely she is someone whom you can connect to, I'm sure. And then maybe you have your expertise available. And you need to find that connect. And once you begin to do that connect, then you expand. You expand your horizon and the way of giving.
Yeah. See, what happened is I was out of the country for a very long time.
Even Nahid is into this field.
Yeah.
So,
because that would help, because that's when I said that you could connect. I would love to do that. Jai Lakshmi ji, I would really love to do that. Because they have to be like-minded. Because I was out of the country, I didn't know who to reach out to. But I have a circle of friends who are principals in schools and all. And I said, I'm even willing to share the lesson plans. Why not? If there's a way of learning. But yes, the barrier that comes in the way is people will misuse it. They'll find ready-made stuff and publish it somewhere in their name. There's a patent issue also going on there because I've created it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree to your viewpoint. But the more knowledge we share, in fact, I personally believe in the power of multiplying your impact by sharing your knowledge.
Because knowledge is
not really worrying about, about the, patent or anything like that.
Yep, that's not me. Because my thing is seva. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, so here you have. Today you have got at least 2 connect, and with Kushalji there, he will connect you, help you connect to more people.
Yeah,
there you are. Thank you.
Thank you. Anytime.
Thank you. Yes, Kusum, you have raised your hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, so as far as knowledge goes, definitely I would, as my mentor had said, that whatever your pain point is, if we are really bad at something or we have not done something really good, we would love to learn, and that would help us become better first ourselves. It would change ourselves, and then we can teach others as well. So that is one way, like Siddharth also says, my mess is my message. We all know that, right? So that's a beautiful way of learning more. And you'll be more passionate because you yourself want, it's not about changing the world. It's about first changing yourself. If we can change ourselves, only then it's possible to change the world. If we have not changed ourselves and just giving anything, then it would not work. So yeah, this is one point I would like to say. And secondly, knowledge comes because we know our failures, right? If we want to become a CA, we would rather read a book, a person who has failed 10 times giving CA exam, than the person who has done it first time. So this was what I really wanted to convey.
Yeah. The person who has attempted 10 times, he has more knowledge actually. Okay, how not to fail. He can more coach and train on that. Okay. Right.
Absolutely agreed.
Yeah. Thank you. So Sridhar, you want to say something? You're already into the corporate training and all those communication training and everything.
See, any training, it should be important. It should get into the nerves of the people. The real-time experiences should be shared effectively.
Okay.
That is very important. With the experience of the coaches, trainers, what are the situations they undergo, it has to be shared effectively to inspire them.
Right, yes.
That's what.
Yeah.
So I want to share my opinion.
Yeah.
About the training, coaching, all these things. And today, a lot of information we are getting from maybe YouTube. Or suppose if you on YouTube, you will see so many trainers come and tell, I'll teach this subject, I'll give you this solution, I'll give you this problem solution, and I will give you this skill. That's so many are there. But only thing, the challenge is with the implementation. So always the training should focus the implementation and execution. The way, suppose now if you ask me the difference between the highly successful person and a mediocre and failure is only this implementation and execution. People should focus these two things when they are training. Not, of course, we add values when you give the training, but the real results comes from only execution and implementation. This is what my opinion.
Yeah. So maybe when we are doing our training also, we need to bring in a little bit gamification, or maybe creating more interest so that they can take actions. And
Yes.
not, so that is most important, because we have seen, like, though no, theory part up to some extent works, but yes, when we involve them, engage them, and engross them in the training or coaching, whatever we are doing, and giving them the action point, what is that they need to do, and why they should do, why are they doing, why they need this training, coaching, and based on that, when they take the action, yes, the result they will see. And then that, see, each trainer comes with their own experience. Each trainer is unique. Each has its own. It's not like, we see, right? So many trainers are there, but everyone might be doing, like, say example, parenting coach. Okay. Now I have seen different variants of parenting coaching, because everyone comes from their unique way of dealing with in their own life, and then they have developed a program around that. Okay. And most of them are working. I'm not saying that it is one is working, one is not working. All are working. Only thing is, depends on the target audience what they are doing. Okay. All is like, as you have created, like, you're identifying a particular niche. Okay. Maybe like you're focusing on one particular area, and then you're like, as Nahid was saying. Okay. So I think Nahid, or I think Muskan was saying, right? Muskan was saying only parents. Okay. Health, fitness only for the parents exclusively. So that was very specific for those who are parents. Okay. For them, she's doing, and she has gone through because she's been a parent herself. It's the same way I'm saying. So it makes sense connecting. Yeah, Kusum, you have raised again hand. Yes, you can go ahead. No? Okay, cool. So I think we have 1 more minute left, okay, to end the session. So I thank you everyone for joining today's session. And if you have found useful, so maybe you can share with your friends and invite them again. And yes, next Saturday, make sure you mark your calendar at 7 p.m. It would be on book. Okay, it's a book club meet. Okay, and the format might be a little different than this. Okay, this is purely was networking session to connect with each other, know each other. But there would be an introduction kind of thing, but it will be very short introduction. And then maybe we will be having the debate and discussion on the books. Okay, fiction, non-fiction, or maybe we'll be inviting a couple of authors to discuss and debate with them. Okay, so that would be an ongoing session. So same thing, same format, 90 minutes, what we are going to plan. Okay, will not extend more than maybe 90 minutes to maybe 100 minutes. That is 1.5 hours, not more than that we are planning. And let's look forward to connect with and grow. Vanya, you have joined too early for the next meeting. Okay. Vanya, you are there.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Just
Yeah,
joined. Just saw the message just now.
very good. So you can introduce and then we can end the session. So you are the closer.
Hi.
You are the, you are going to do the closing ceremony.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, everyone. Good evening. This is Vanya Grant. I'm a video confidence coach, and sorry for not turning on the video, even though I'm a video confidence coach. I just came from from the football tournament, so little caught up there. I help entrepreneurs, business owners to scale up using the power of videos, and that's what I do. Thank you so much.
You can share about the workshops.
So can you share your contact details, sir?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can just WhatsApp me on this number.
In the chat, just you can.
Yeah, I just put it in the chat box, and that's my number, and you can contact me.
Yeah, you can share more about kind of workshop or training you're doing, so people can connect.
Yeah, I run a So I run
go
a
ahead.
7-day video confidence challenge first, and after that we have weekly masterminds. So that runs for the members for 1 year. So that's what we do. So we help people to brand themselves through their videos and scale up online. Yeah.
Amazing, Vanya. Amazing. Thank you for sharing. And yes, thank you everyone for joining today's meeting. Look forward to meet you again next week. So next week would be on the related to the books. So be prepared. Maybe if you haven't started reading the book, take up one of the book, read and attend the meeting so that we might invite you to share whatever you are reading from also.
Absolutely, Kushal.
It will be completely impromptu meet. The first meeting, and after that we will be set writing the theme based every week, alternate week when we are meeting. It's a theme based. Okay, we have been doing that in offline meeting, so we might follow the similar structure with along with some tweaks. Okay, so great.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for joining, and see you next week. Till then, happy weekend. Yes,
Thank you.
Mr. You have raised your hand. I'll just stop